Hello and welcome to Halcyon Blink. On this episode I'm going to be looking at the Crash Bandicoot series. Originally produced by the company Naughty Dog, these games kick so much ass. The series has a total of 18 games that have shipped over 50 million copies worldwide, and the original and most popular installments were produced by Naughty Dog between 1996 and 2000, predominantly for the original PS1. The series follows the protagonist Crash Bandicoot, a genetically enhanced and evolved Bandicoot, on his adventures against the nefarious Dr. Neo Cortex and his band of other genetically enhanced bosses through time and space. And considering what I'm about to say, the wide array of great games that was on the PS1, this was without a doubt one of the best series that was available for the time. Mainly due to its simplistic controls, but diverse and often exciting gameplay. And just touching back on the gameplay for a moment, the gameplay is addictive, funny, fast-paced, quirky, with an emphasis placed on speed, good coordination, and new uses of familiar abilities that you obtain right from the start of the game. And the reason for this is that you use them to tackle an ever-increasing array of challenges and enemies, ledges, boss battles, specific threats such as boulders, giant polar bears, and killer bees that are thrown at you and utilised in different and varied ways. And such a unique facet of my gaming experience of Crash Bandicoot, the lives bar in the corner of the screen meant that I spent countless hours wrestling control of the controller from my brother as we die, have to hand the controller over to the next, and then make a rule about, well, if I got a life, then I get to use that life as well as dying. Cheating the hell and collecting like 10 lives to make sure that I could have the controller for an hour or so, only to then have to spend half my time playing the game and half the time wrestling to try and get the controller back from my brother who thought it was unfair that I got the lives in the first place. As you can tell, it was an exciting time to be a gamer. And the fact is, that sense of urgency in my experience made me want to get better at the game. You didn't want to die because then you wouldn't get to play for a bit. I mean, this game was so good and addictive that I opted when I went on holiday to a chalet in the south of England to try and play Crash Bandicoot 2 for as long as we were there because I wasn't on school and I didn't have any homework. However, I was told I wasn't allowed to do this and had to go out and enjoy sunshine and beaches and fresh air. Oof, it was a dark day in my childhood indeed. The games feature tremendous design, both in terms of its sound, production quality, its colours, which were advanced for the time, and indeed just a lot of its quirks within the game. The level design is great, varied, tons of enemy types. It has multiple stage strategies, so you can just waltz through if you want to. You can be a completionist, collect all the boxes, all the gems, all the apples, and so on and so forth. Power-ups, such as the famous Aku mask and his trademark shout. Various TNT and Nitro boxes littered just to make Crash's day just a little bit worse, and also test the game to see how much stones they had. Would you want to get that box in the middle of the two TNT boxes? If you miss, you'll blow up, but if you hit it, then you'll have just enough time to run away before you explode. It was a nice little element of the game that made gamers stop and pause for a moment in a game that was otherwise very frantic and fast-paced and always forward-moving. I mean, in general, even up to the Crash Kart series, which was inspired to a great extent by Mario Kart, it's outstanding. It may not have evolved tremendously from its original conception in the first game through to the Kart series, but it didn't need to. Its concept was so original and fresh and so well honed that everyone enjoyed every incarnation for what it was. And with the HD release coming out very, very soon, with the addition of the fact that it made a surprise appearance in Uncharted 4 as a little mini game where Nathan Drake himself marvels at how good the game is or how hard it is for him.
Is this it?
No, it has to load.
Load?
Yes.
This is taking a really long time.
You have no patience. Just run away from it.
I did nothing to this boulder. That spinning hurt. What? Is that it?
You asked for it. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's got no doubt in my mind that this game series is going to captivate another audience of gamers, another generation of gamers coming forward with the HD release, hopefully inspiring new releases for maybe mobile apps or indeed as little demos for the PS4 going forward. And if I'm perfectly honest, it may be the best game of that particular generation of console that wasn't called Tekken for someone like me who needed to focus their attention on something that was simple and hard to master rather than something that was complex and only a few could master. This gaming series is easily worth a 9 out of 10. Every single one of the games is worth a 9 out of 10, and I'd highly recommend you buy the HD version when it comes out, or better yet, if you've got the original PS1 and if you've got a copy or a pirated copy like I had, then go rock that. You really won't regret it. And that was Halcyon Blink. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out some of the other content creators in the description below. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.